On the 4th of August 2020, a large amount of ammonium nitrate stored at the port of Beirut in the capital city of Lebanon exploded, causing at least 218 deaths, 7,000 injuries, and $15 billion in property damage, and leaving an estimated 300,000 people homeless. A cargo of 2,750 tons of the substance had been stored in a warehouse without proper safety measures for the previous 6 years, after having been confiscated by the Lebanese authorities from the abandoned ship MV Rosis. The explosion was preceded by a fire in the same warehouse, but as of September 2021, the exact cause of the detonation is still under investigation. The blast shook the whole country of Lebanon. It was felt in Turkey, Syria, Palestine, Israel as well as parts of Europe, and was heard in Cyprus, more than 240 kilometers away. It was detected by the United States Geological Survey as a seismic event of magnitude 3.3, and is considered one of the most powerful artificial non-nuclear explosions in history. The Lebanese government declared a 2-week state of emergency in response to the disaster. In its aftermath, protests erupted across Lebanon against the government for their failure to prevent the disaster, joining a larger series of protests which have been taking place across the country since 2019. The economy of Lebanon was in a state of crisis before the explosions, with the government having defaulted on debt, the pound plunging, and a poverty rate that had risen past 50%. In addition, the COVID-19 pandemic had overwhelmed many of the country's hospitals, several of which were already short of medical supplies and unable to pay staff due to the financial crisis. The morning before the explosion, the head of the Rafiq Hariri University Hospital, which served as the main coronavirus medical facility in Lebanon, warned that it was approaching full capacity. The government-owned port of Beirut serves as the main maritime entry point into Lebanon and a vital piece of infrastructure for the importation of scarce goods. The Beirut Naval Base is a part of the port. The port included 4 basins, 16 quays, 12 warehouses, a large container terminal, and grain silos with a total capacity of 120,000 tons that served as a strategic reserve of cereals for the country. The silos were built in the 1960s as part of an expansion plan advanced by Palestinian banker Yusuf B. Das. On the 27th of September 2013, the Moldovan flag cargo ship MV Rosis set sail from Batumi, Georgia, to Beirut, Mozambique, carrying 2,750 tons of ammonium nitrate. Rosis was owned by a company based in Panama but was regarded by the captain as under the de facto ownership of Russian businessman Igor Grechishkin. The shipment had been ordered by an African explosives manufacturing company for mining in Mozambique. However, reporting by Der Spiegel has found that it was not Russian national Grechishkin who owned the Rosis, but rather the Cypriot businessman Charalambos Manoli, who maintained a relationship with the bank used by Hezbollah in Lebanon. On the 21st of November 2013, the ship made port in Beirut. Some sources said it was forced to port due to mechanical issues and possibly engine problems, while other sources claimed the owner did not have sufficient funds to pay tolls for the Suez Canal, and attempted to take on a shipment of heavy machinery in Beirut. The heavy machinery was stacked on top of the doors to the cargo space containing the ammonium nitrate, causing the doors to buckle, which damaged the ship. After inspection by Port State Control, the Rosis was deemed unseaworthy and was forbidden to set sail. 8 Ukrainians and 1 or 2 Russians were aboard, and with the help of the Ukrainian consul, 5 Ukrainians were repatriated, leaving 4 crew members to care for the ship. Grechishkin went bankrupt, and after the charterers lost interest in the cargo, he abandoned the ship. The Rosis soon ran out of provisions, and the remaining crew were unable to disembark due to immigration restrictions. According to Lloyd's List, the Beirut Port Authority seized the ship on the 4th of February 2014, due to $100,000 in unpaid bills. The ship had accrued port fees and been fined for refusing cargo. Lawyers argued for the crew's repatriation on compassionate grounds. because of the danger posed by the cargo still aboard the ship. And an urgent matters judge in Beirut allowed them to return home. They had been forced to live aboard the ship for about a year. By order of the judge, the cargo was brought ashore in 2014 and placed in Warehouse 12 at the port, where it remained for the next 6 years. The MV Rosas sank in the harbor in February 2018. Customs officials had sent letters to judges requesting a resolution to the issue of the confiscated cargo, proposing that the ammonium nitrate be either exported, given to the army, or sold to the private Lebanese explosives company. Letters had been sent on the 27th of June and the 5th of December 2014, the 6th of May 2015, the 20th of May and the 13th of October 2016, and the 27th of October.